Hi, Tony Mitchell from InWork International, and today I'm at Poyser Manager in Bendigo. And with me today I've got Gordon Adams, the Group HR Manager. Hey Gordon. And we've also got Fabian Gobbo, the Service Manager for Hyundai here at Poyser Motor Group. Now guys, I was just interested in the journey that the dealership has experienced so far with having to recruit technicians from overseas. How have you found the process?
Really good. It's a long process, but it's worth it in the end, and it's a long process trying to recruit locally as well. So going this route, we're getting someone that's a qualified technician, training with that brand, and it's been worth it overall.
Oh, that's great. And if you were looking at recruiting locally, how successful have you been in recent years?
Not very.
Really?
There's not a lot of qualified technicians regionally here in Victoria, and it's been a struggle. So
they don't grow on trees, do they?
They don't.
And
they're not beating down the door.
No.
And if they know the area and they can go elsewhere, they will. So they're not designated in Bendigo, as it were. Where if we bring in these technicians and this is all they know of Australia, this is where they're going to settle and they're happy here. And if we can provide them with a good work atmosphere and environment and a stable job, then so far they've been happy to stay on.
Technicians earlier today, and they were actually very, very positive about working here and being in Bendigo, working for the dealership. And they're all saying they were very, very keen on getting their permanent residency because they really appreciate what they're doing here and the support they're getting from the dealership, which is really good news. If you had a suggestion to make to another dealership about going down this path, what would you suggest?
It's a worthwhile investment. It's you're getting a technician not just for the length of the visa, but you're investing in them and you're going to get it back. I think, and it's well worth it. Even if it is just the 4 years to get the visa, it's worth it. But they give the impression they want to stay on. They're very appreciative of the work environment that we can provide them, and they're settling in to the city as well.
That's really good. And Fabian, how did you find when the guys first started on day one?
Very keen. Tired, but they were keen, and they really wanted to hit the ground running. So no, it was good positive vibe and a positive attitude from them. And then they have been very loyal. Like I think the minimum 6 days from them so far. So they really want to make a fist of it, which is good.
Yeah, that's great. And the fact that they had the Australian certificate in automotive mechanical technology, that give you a sense of reassurance about their skills.
Yeah, no, that is good. So at least you've got a bit of the background where they're coming from, and I said most of them have had their training with their selected brands, which is fantastic.
Yeah, that's really good. How are the techs going from an efficiency point of view compared to what you'd expect?
Compared to the other guys that have been on par. Yeah, so they are where you expect them to be, and they work really well.
So they're doing well on additionals and
productivity? Yeah, no, from all accounts, they're working just as good as the other guys, if not. When they need to and hang around and do the extra bit, they're normally ready for it. So, which is fantastic. So.
And Gordon, I understand you've got a number of techs here now, and how many techs do you have going into each of the brands you've got?
Yeah, so we've had 2 go into Volkswagen, 2 into Hyundai, and we're waiting on 2 more to go into Mercedes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Mercedes-Benz service manager will be really looking forward to that.
Really is. We've got 2 very different technicians, both with great experience, but one more of a diagnoser, which, talking to him and looking at his resume, there's some really good stuff on that. So I'm really excited to come in.
That sounds really good news for the dealership.
Yep.
And if you had a chance to do a shout out to any of the employers elsewhere, other dealerships around Australia, what would you say to them?
Been a worthwhile journey. It was a timely one, but with the results we've got out of it, it's been very good. So definitely one worth the efforts.
Okay, that's great. Well, thanks.